Clarissa Shields makes excuses for hitting people outside of being a professional boxer, and we have to get into all of it. Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. So, today we are talking Clarissa Shields, surprise, surprise, aka PAP's mistress, aka PAP's entanglement, aka PAP's pick me, aka PAP's side chick, or as Chris Cyborg would say, it is duck hunting season. And we're going to get into the duck hunting season right away because there have been a couple more clips of Clarissa's drop from these interviews that she is doing for press because she is trying to promote her upcoming fight against K. Scott on August 15th that nobody wants to see, that nobody asked for, and all of the things. And the fact that it is a whole Zeus Network undercard compared to actual professional fighters on the undercard is very weird. Nobody from Clarissa Shields Promotions, nobody else from Salida Promotions other than her opponent. You know what I'm saying? And again, people went in on K. Scott only having 7 professional fights. People have gone in. Clarissa Shields likes to come for people's ages, but now it's okay for you to, once again, fight somebody who is upper in age, right? It's okay. It's cool when you do it, but you throw shade. You had all that shade when all roads looked like it was pointing to you fighting Lauren Price. What's the take on that? How come that has not been discussed? That whole PR train that you did for Lauren Price, trying to hype her up and everything else, and then it just came and went. Then it just came and went. And what about all the lies that you tell us, especially about you and your married man, right? For first he's getting a divorce, now he's separated. What about you? Stringing all of us along to believe that you were going to have, you know what I'm saying, a fight come out, a fight, be either in June or July. Now it's August, right? But you've been telling us for multiple months, oh yeah, a fight announcement's coming this week. A fight announcement's coming next week. Fight announcement's coming Wednesday. And a couple months go by and it's crickets, right? So that's just a little bit, you know what I'm saying, of, the times that Clarissa Shields continues to play in people's faces and people don't want to talk about it. People want to ignore it. And people just think that anybody that gives criticism or critiques against Clarissa Shields, that they're quote unquote haters, that they're quote unquote broke, that they're quote unquote groupies. You know what I'm saying? That they're obsessed, that they're paid hate trains. You know what I'm saying? The greatest hit list that Clarissa Shields continues to do in all of this when it's all said and done. But next we're going to get into the first of 2 clips on why she ducks and dodges boxers.
Right. But my hands are registered as a professional boxer, and there is a paper that say that us as professional fighters cannot use our hands because they are considered weapons.
Does your discipline as a boxer keep you from getting into altercations, or is it more difficult to stay out of them when people do get personal?
Well, you can't keep poking at people. I don't understand that. You poke at people. Like,
it's interesting to me that Clarissa Shields can say such things about poking people as if this is not what she does 24/7. As if this is not what she does as a full-time job every day, all day, on the internet, on all of the social media apps. It is really the audacity. And if your hands are registered and all of the things, why are you hauling off and slapping people at professional events with Netflix MVP Promotions and their MMA debut? Make it make sense. Let's continue.
Yeah. And nobody is going to bully me on social media and then try to bully me to my face. Like, that's not how life works.
Right.
That's not how my life works.
But if you...
Who is bullying Clarissa Shields, though? Who is bullying Clarissa Shields? Can somebody let me know in the comments who is bullying Clarissa Shields? And it's interesting that she perceives people having rightful criticism against her being entangled with a married man as poking at somebody. Just like she said the foolishness in the video I did yesterday, trying to call the host racist for her having a Zeus Network undercard and having the audacity to compare herself to what Jake Paul is doing. No. Let's continue.
Respond physically, then you got so much on the line. Like,
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we saw what happened with that.
Yeah.
Cops and shit, whatever, lawsuits,
right,
whatever.
yeah, right, right.
Soft. But at the end of the day, it's
Wait a second. How is it soft that the cops are involved, alleged cops are involved, and alleged lawsuits are involved? How is that soft? When you told us that you're not going to handle it with the law, you're going to handle it with the court as well. So wouldn't that make you soft too? I am of confusion. All because you were mad about a clip of Alicia Baumgartner talking about PAP from a couple of years ago? Like, is this what we're doing? Let's continue.
like, out of my 20 years of boxing, I've never had a situation like that. So that must let people know, like, the disrespect was too much.
Yeah.
That's
It had
it.
to be.
And now,
Facts.
hopefully, it's not no more. Because for me, it's done with.
Yeah.
Hopefully, for her, it's done with.
Aside from that situation, can you put some clarity on this? People always talk about boxers, if they get into altercations, they going directly to jail because their hands are registered as lethal weapons. Are your hands registered on the book somewhere in any state in America as a lethal weapon, or is that just something that people
My
made
hands
up?
are registered as a professional athlete.
That's it.
Claressa Shields, if all of this was over, if all of this was done with, you wouldn't be doing interviews about. You would say, if they were asked, and this is where an actual PR person comes into play, you know what I'm saying? That no comment. No comment. But see, you know that if you say no comment to a lot of these questions, that there's no motion. There's no discussion. There's no trending topic. There's no being in the algorithm. You want this to keep going. You want the conversation to keep going because you have an upcoming fight to promote. And you know that the people are not feeling the opponent that was selected. You know that the people are not feeling the undercard full of Zeus Network. So you absolutely want this to continue going. What I don't understand, you know what I'm saying, is with both Alicia Baumgartner, she should have did what Franchon Cruz did, which was send out a cease and desist. Because this is what CLARESSA does. This is her MO. She likes to drag things on and 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 on to make herself the victim when she was clearly in the wrong. Let's continue.
As a professional boxer.
I heard that too.
That's it, but people say that, though,
No,
right?
but my hands are registered as a professional boxer. And there is a paper that say that us as professional fighters cannot use our hands because they are considered weapons.
Okay.
So I think people try to use it. So some people it's just scary. They say, "Oh, I boxed before. I can't fight you." But
Right.
boxers have the right to defend themselves like
Of
anybody
course.
else. We can't overdo it.
I see we're going to have to save the Alicia Baumgartner clip already for the next video because I don't want this video to get too long. Y'all know how I am. But it's really the audacity with CLARESSA because ultimately you pushed your opponent, Franchon Cruz, in February in heels at the weigh-in. You know what I'm saying? And you lied on her and accused her of headbutting you first. You're trying to make this Alicia Baumgartner situation seem as though she put hands on you, that she attacked you. You got all up in her face at a VIP event with MVP Promotions and Netflix, and then you waited until she was surrounded by security to haul off and slap her. So it's really crazy to me that you are trying to flip the story around. You're trying to flip the narrative, and here you are admitting that you are not supposed to be utilizing your hands against people outside of a professional boxing standpoint. That unless it has something to do with an upcoming, you know what I'm saying, professional fight, it should be inside of the ring. It should not be all this foolishness and shenanigans outside of the ring, which is what we have been saying. You lost your cool. You lost your temper. You went off the handle against Alicia Baumgartner over a married man. Let's continue.
Yeah.
And anybody can go to jail for fighting. Anybody, right? Their hands are registered or not. But for boxers, one, you have a lot more on the line, and two, you can do more damage with your hands because what you practice.
Right, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't just, we supposed to defend ourselves till we are safe. And then after that, go on about our
that's what we
business.
gotta
Like
do.
we can't get them on the ground, stump them, punch
Right.
them, hit them with bricks, and go and go crazy. You can't do that.
Right,
Yeah,
understood.
But
because
you
as
can.
professional boxers, that's what we got to do with
That's
our
what we
hands,
got to
you
do
know.
with this guy.
I feel like as though in this particular clip, they're not really holding Claressa Shields accountable. They're not really addressing all of the violent incidents that have happened, either from Claressa Shields directly, as it involved Franchon Cruz, or as it involved Alicia Baumgartner, or that it has involved her team. Like, I feel like it's getting glossed over, and I feel like deep down Claressa knows that. This is why she's specifically going to these urban hip-hop radio stations and podcasts who do not have the boxing background, who do not have the intel as far as all of the things that have taken place as it pertains to Claressa Shields, that they're just going to go with whatever the viral and the trending topics and things of that are, in place, but do not have the background knowledge or info on Claressa's history of instigating drama at boxing related events, as well as outside of boxing related events. And a big thing too is nobody ever talks about how reckless and how inappropriate Claressa Shields is on this social media. She presents in these interviews, whether it's Big Tigger, whether it's the Breakfast Club, whether it's Way Up with Angela Yee, whether it's this interview and others, she presents it as though everybody is just randomly coming for her, and she's sitting here being quiet all this time. She's not responding all this time. And then when she finally sees somebody in person again, hauls off and slaps them. But that's not the case. The case is she throws all these shots at these people, whether it is the trigger fingers on Twitter, whether it is the Facebook, whether it's the Instagrammies, whether it's the Snappity chat, whether it's the Facebook, like wherever it is, the Tickety Talk. Did I say Facebook twice? I don't know. But wherever it is, it is Claressa that is throwing out all these shots. She's being disrespectful to all these fighters. And then she does these crash out lives after each and one of these female fighters' fights, trying to diminish their fights, trying to diminish their accomplishments. And basically it's like, well, I'm still the best. But then you announce a fight in August that is not about being the best. It's about fulfilling the terms of your contract so you are not in breach of one. But it's crazy to me how Claressa, you know what I'm saying, is trying to just make it seem like people's opinions, people's criticisms, people's critiques do not matter. And you are specifically going to platforms that are not going to press you about you and this nonsense. Really, the real reason you are fighting people is over the fact that you are with a married man and you cannot stop this married man from actually moving forward with a divorce from his wife. So you're taking it out on everyone else. But the person you need to actually be holding accountable is PAP for not divorcing his wife, and for yourself to continue to, entertain it and embarrass yourself to the public. That's really the root of the problem. But you're trying to make it seem it's all about what everyone else has to say, which again proves that you care about everyone else's opinion, whether you like them or not. Make it make sense. So please do not go anywhere too fast, because like I said, we have a part 2 coming, because I want to see what she has to say about Alicia Baumgartner and all the things. But do me the biggest favor on this video, and that is do not forget to hype the video. Hype the video, please. There's that. That is it. That is all. It's todos es final. It's finito. It's the end of the road. It's the end of the line for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post the content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.